Morning, guys. Depending on where you are getting me from, my name is Tutawada. So, on today's episode, we are starting a new topic, which is privity of contract. So, Mr. Banda and Mr. Wadia has entered into a contract, and then there is a third party who want to benefit from that contract. Is it possible? Putting in mind that a contract, the presumption is it only benefits the parties that are in that contract. So, this is actually what we are going to discuss in the doctrine of privity of contract. The presumption in the doctrine of privity of contract is the contract only benefit the people who are in that contract. So, if there was a burden, the burden can only be on on those persons that are in the contract. So, if there was to benefit, only those persons who are part of that contract can have benefits. However, this was illustrated in the case of Dunlop versus Selfridge. The brief fact of this case was the Dunlop company entered into a contract with another company, and then they gave them the policy that they should not sell the tires at a certain price. That company that Dunlop entered into a contract with also entered into a contract with another company, which is Selfridge. And then Selfridge, what happened is he dropped that price of commodity, and then Dunlop had to sue Selfridge. So now, when Dunlop sued Selfridge, it was held that um, Dunlop was not entitled to sue Selfridge because there was no contract there. So the contract never existed. Why? Because um, Selfridge never gave consideration to Dunlop. However, based on the elements of the formation of the contract that we discussed earlier, we said for there to be a contract, consideration must be one of them. And in this case of Dunlop versus Selfridge, there was no consideration. So there was no contract. So it appeared that the only persons that can benefit from the contract are those persons that are that form the contract. Now we say in law every general rule has an exception. What are the exceptions? An example that I can give you is commercial law, the doctrine of agency. So an agent is a person who acts on behalf of the principal. So if that agent enters into a contract with a third party, does it mean